So R. Kelly has been in hot water since the 6-part Surviving R. Kelly docuseries on Lifetime that focused on his alleged predatory behavior was released. So before we meet our next guest, listen to this clip.
Hello, this is Lamont Watts, CSO, Chief Steppin Officer, and CEO of 95.1 FM Chicago Clubsteppin. As a leader of the team where women contribute unselfishly, in a business where the majority of our audience is women, as a son, a brother, and a husband of a devoted family, and to hear and see the pain and suffering that is real for so many, effective immediately, we will no longer play the music of R. Kelly.
Well, Chicago's 95.1 FM Clubsteppin station was the first Chicago-based radio station to publicly announce the ban of Kelly's music. We actually have CEO Lamont Watts here to tell us more about it. Hello and welcome.
Hi, thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. So why did you all decide to do this?
Well, you know, with the Steppin community and R. Kelly being so synonymous with Steppin, we looked at what was going on as a whole, and especially after my staff and I seeing the documentary about R. Kelly, we decided we thought it was the best thing to do.
Okay, so a lot of this, a lot of people, they just look at this as allegations of he said, she said. He hasn't been criminally charged with anything. What do you say to someone who feels like that's too far, that's overstepping, it's just gone too far? Well, someone who's criticizing your decision. You
know what, first thing I tell everybody is that everybody has a right to free speech. And with anything, there's some pros and cons against anything. So you are welcome to your stand or how you feel to take of this, even though he hasn't been, he's alleged on these events. But for us in the radio station, it was just something we felt we had to take a stand on. It's bigger than just the R. Kelly situation as a whole. I mean, domestic violence goes on every day and unnoticed. So we just thought it was something that we had to take a stand on.
You're right, R. Kelly is a big part of Steppin music and dancing and being out with that particular genre. Did you feel like there would be any backlash? Were you concerned about that as CEO of a company? It is about business.
Oh yes, you know, for a business standpoint, we were wondering. We actually had a couple of advertisers pull based on our decision.
Really?
Yeah, and so, but we thought again, it was something that was the best thing to do moving forward for the betterment of the lifestyle of Steppin as a whole and our radio station.
And you posted, when you posted this announcement on 95.1 FM's Facebook page, you ended up mentioning, and we heard it just there, you talk about your female staff. Like, did you talk to your female staff before you decided to make this decision?
Yes, we talked to the female staff, the male staff, friends, family, relatives. The Steppin community is a vast community which spans from California to New York. So a lot of people love to give their feedback on things like this. So we opened it up to everybody and had a great conversation about it, which was why we finally decided to make the move that we did.
Based off that feedback?
Yes.
Wow. And can you tell me, where do we go from here? I mean, obviously, 95.1 FM, it's a business, but it is a part of our community. Where do you hope this pushes, or how do you hope this advances us?
Well, I hope this starts a conversation, because that gets everything going. Everything starts with a conversation, good or bad. We can agree to disagree on things, but if we don't communicate about it, that's where the problem is. And so hopefully, my goal is that we started this and that this will start some communication for everybody, not just about the R. Kelly situation, but domestic violence as a whole. We could have took the silent route and just pulled it and just not said anything, but nothing would transpire from that.
I know that's what some other radio stations here in the city have done. They haven't publicly made an announcement. Some are not playing, but you all have publicly said, we're not going to do this.
Yes.
And is it just right now, or is it just for the foreseeable future?
You know, we're taking it day by day.
Okay.
Because again, while he's not acquitted for anything, it's just one of the things of our station is the slogan, music, memories, and more. And the whole thing about it is the music takes you back to a memory, whether it's good or bad. It could be your first kiss or your first date. But for the people that have been through domestic violence and abuse, with this R. Kelly situation, it takes them back to a memory which wasn't so good. So that's why we pulled it as a whole.
Okay, thank you for sharing. You were saying that he has not been criminally charged just yet. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming in to share you all's decision.